What's going on, people? Back again, bro. Steve's in the building. What are you saying, bro?
Bro, I'm cool. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying life, man.
Yeah, bro. You enjoying the football being back? Have you been watching much of it?
It's good. You know what? It's so mad, yeah, seeing football without the fans, because you realize now how much fans give that home advantage. Because or give you that boost, because now you're really seeing the best teams win, like, for the most part. Not always, but if you're better, you're gonna win. So that's been good to watch. But yeah, it's good to have it back, man. I'm enjoying it, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's more like a training match, innit? If you got the best players, more and more of the time you're gonna win, innit? That's just what it is. Like, the home advantage getting taken away is a mad one, bruv. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't know, bruv. Like, I think Leicester are playing at the moment. Leicester are they're struggling, bruv, to be fair. Like, they lost the kind of momentum that they had before the break. They drew the first game. I think they're drawing this one as well.
But even before I think since around Christmas, they've been falling off a little bit by a little bit, man. Leicester haven't been... I mean, they were second for a long time, even above City. But I think they won like 4 of the last 14 or something. Yeah. They were falling off. It's one of those things where their first 11 is good. Oh, and that's another thing as well with the football. From when you can make 5 subs... Yeah, the strength and depth is going to be. That's why I think City's going to be too good, because they can bring on everyone. They can start whoever they want, but they know
their bench was a joke yesterday, bro.
I mean, you don't play Mendy, you don't play Sterling,
Kyle Walker. Yeah,
you bring on Laporte and Fernandinho. It's like, come on, like, these guys. Aguero plays a half.
And Gabriel Jesus and that. You can just bring these men on.
They're a strong team, man. Strong team. So I think, I don't know. I watched even I don't. It's weird. What's your, be unbiased if you can. Obviously, it's hard for us to all be unbiased. What's your actual opinion on Liverpool? I ask because, look, bro, they're 22 points or whatever, 20 points clear. They've only lost 1 game, 2 games in the last 2 seasons. Obviously, fantastic. There's something about them that don't sit right with me personally. But I want to know what your opinion on Liverpool is.
Yeah, but that's what I've been saying. I said yesterday, I think Liverpool are overachieving, innit? But it's down to their manager. They've got a very good manager, bro. Like, man for man, they shouldn't be ahead of City. And even when you look at, like, XG, expected goals, and when you actually look at the numbers, Liverpool are overperforming. They are. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what having a good manager does. You overperform. But my thing was, I said, if Liverpool, for instance, if the league got locked off this season, they don't win it next season. Do you know what I mean? Not for me, bro. I feel like this is their 3rd season that they've probably been brilliant, and their team doesn't need an overhaul. Like, where do you really strengthen? Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I don't think they can afford to not strengthen, because if they don't strengthen, I think they're going to struggle next season, bro, because teams are going to kind of get used to how they play. Their players are going to be a year older. Do you know what I mean? I think Mo Salah's 29 or something like that now.
Yeah, it's pushing,
You know what I mean? And I just think that, I think when you look at Liverpool, I think you can kind of see that City are better, like, when you look at it. But Liverpool are just getting points, blood. Like,
I can't explain
they're more efficient, bro. Way more efficient.
I can't explain it. I think, but I was having this debate with a Liverpool fan yesterday, but over the course of 3 seasons, so 2017-18, 2018-19, and then this season, 2019-20, City's been better than Liverpool, because City won the league City beat Liverpool by 25 points. Then by 1 point, and now Liverpool's 20 points ahead. So in the last 3 years, City would have had 2 leagues. Liverpool won. I want to see next season. If Liverpool can win it again next season by a margin, no arguments. But if Guardiola strengthens and City come back and win it, that's 3 out of 4 league titles.
Yeah, so, I don't think that I don't think Liverpool win next season. I think that this is their season, and I don't think they retain it in it. Back to back's hard, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that City come again, probably buy another centre half.
I think they're gonna buy. I think they're gonna buy a striker. I think they're gonna buy a big striker.
That's what I mean, and they need a centre half because when Laporte got injured, they struggled, didn't it? Yeah. You know what I mean, so I think they'll buy another centre back to actually combat that, and then if City get another centre half, bro, they're almost complete, bro. Because they've been playing Fernandinho there, and he's been getting away with it. So imagine when they buy a proper centre back.
Yeah, their team is too strong. Like, when I watch both, and I've watched City almost every game the past few years because I love Guardiola. Yeah, they dropped silly points this year. They lost at Norwich. We're dropping points like just dumb games.
So many, and they're not going to do that again next season.
Nah, but I think though, when you've had a 100-point season, then you come back with a 98-point season, it's going to be hard to just keep, as much as Pep is relentless, it's going to be hard to keep going. But I think it's a bit of a wake-up call. They get to refresh. when I watch both teams just play football, though, no one's on City's level in terms of football. Liverpool's not even close. Not even close. So Liverpool's they looked average against Everton. They looked average. Like we just looked like.
But you know what Liverpool been doing though? They've been looking like that a lot this season, but they've been picking up the points. They're very efficient.
They just win. Yeah.
They're very efficient, and that reminds me of like United in the 2012-2013 season when we won the league and we didn't deserve it with Van Persie. Yeah. We didn't play good football, bro, but we just picked up the points. Do you know what I mean?
What in like our lifetime? Yeah, what do you think is the best United team? Like, was it the treble team?
Definitely 2008 Man United team was Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez. Yeah,
Tevez, really. You think that team's better than the 4-4-2 Beckham, Scholes, Keane, Giggs? Really?
Way better. Because man had Carrick and Scholes in the midfield. There was more ballers in there, innit?
Was it Vidic and Rio?
Oh yeah, that's better than it was Stam and Johnson or David May and them man. Do you get me? Them man are washed.
Laurent Blanc for a little bit.
Yeah, them man are dead, fam. You know what I'm saying? And then Patrice Evra left back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only thing missing on that team was like a world class right back. We had West Brown there, but I'm saying that team was almost complete, bruv. Like that team had everything. Yeah, pace.
That team won the league, yeah.
Yeah. And won the Champions League and the league and the Champions League, yeah.
Pretty much two
Champions League finals. Do you know what I mean? The league and the Champions League, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Then that double. So like that was for me, that's the best Manchester United team I've witnessed in my lifetime.
That's hard, man. I just remember those early. I just remember growing up with the rivalry, and then I didn't know how Man U did it, but you always knew 85th minute onwards they're gonna score. Like if it's 1-1, Fergie's gonna start tapping the watch.
But that's fans, bro. Like man, don't understand what the Stretford End is like at Manchester United. Yeah, I've had the pleasure of sitting in the Stretford End, and I tell you what, it's wild, bro. Like when they say that like they suck the ball into the net, that's what it feels like because the fans are so wild, bro. Like it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So like I do get it, bro. Like I do absolutely get it. So that's the best team for me, bro. That's the best team for me. But like, you know what I was thinking today? Because I was hearing people were talking, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Eden Hazard, bro. How good is he, bro? Because bare people, like, I feel like he gets disrespected quite a bit by a lot of people. And you know what it is?
Hazard?
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people are just on the stats thing, innit? And because his numbers, haven't always been good for Chelsea, I feel like Eden Hazard gets disrespected a lot, And even though he's not, I wouldn't say he's inconsistent, but he's one of them players that can kind of go missing in games sometimes because of the kind of player he is. And he just don't get the respect he deserves, probably, because I feel like in his peak, I just feel like for some reason he just wasn't getting the respect, bro. Like I don't really know why.
No, there were times during his Chelsea career where he was head and shoulders above everyone on the pitch. Like head and shoulders. Like, no, he's got ability. I haven't seen much of him at Madrid, but Eden Hazard, I remember the first time I watched him when he first arrived at Chelsea at those early days to when he left. No, he's ridiculous, man. Like people, like I don't know that there's definitely a few players that can say this person is better than Hazard. There's definitely a few, but he's in a lot of conversations. Bro. He's dribbling, low center of gravity. I mean, he will do things, and his teams weren't always that good. No, I think Hazard is fantastic, man. I think Hazard is,
That's what I mean, man.
I don't. Some players, I don't know how you can like football and then not like that player. And whatever you think about the team they're on, their stats, Hazard is one of those players for me. I watch Hazard. I just enjoy watching him. It's the same thing I said about Pogba. Like, Pogba can be playing for Scunthorpe United.
I just enjoy watching him
because I just enjoy watching this kind of player. I just enjoy that. It was the same with Yaya Toure. I remember guys and Hazard is one of those players for me where how can you not enjoy watching him? Like, what's bad about his game? So I don't agree with any.
Yeah, but he's a flair player. I enjoy watching flair players, innit? And when I look at Hazard, remember people forget that Hazard's a number 10. That was played largely off the wing, out of position for most of his career in England.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he was still doing these things, but he's not a winger, bro. Hazard's not the guy that wants to face people up and go down the byline and cross. No. Hazard's a creator. He wants to get involved.
He plays for defensive managers. Conte, defensive. Mourinho, defensive. These teams weren't built to just go like Liverpool and City. They're more built. Conte was counter-attack master. And then Mourinho sets his teams up to defend, be solid, and try and hit you on the break. So, no, Hazard's fantastic. There's not even a debate in my brain that he's the kind of guy that I would go to Power League and just move to people and you just be like,
yeah.
He just got ability. Like, he just got ability in abundance. So, no, come on. You can't be hating
That's
on
what
that.
I mean. My man saying 16 goals and 13 assists in the league, bro. See,
go.
that's a joke, bro.
There you go.
Ours man got a fucking goal or assist average of 29, bro.
There you go. No, he's brilliant, man. He's brilliant. I was going to ask you this, yeah? Obviously, Solskjaer's not that popular, but one thing I don't hear people say is who would actually be in his place. Like, who are the actual good managers available now that could sit in that seat? Because Mourinho tried it and it didn't work. And he's a big person.
Pochettino's available now, bro.
You think so?
He's available. He doesn't have a job in it. And it's one of them ones where I just think that Poch, for me, like, he has to be the only realistic option for the simple fact that he knows the Prem. He's already done 2 building jobs, got to a Champions League final with Tottenham. Yeah, he didn't win it. Do you know what I mean? But he got to a Champions League final with a team here that don't spend money, bro, and had no business being there. So the fact that he's shown that he can navigate himself to a Champions League final with that Tottenham team, I'd be very, very intrigued to see what he can do with this Manchester United team. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that he's got to be the obvious choice for me. Ollie's not it for me. Zidane would never leave Real Madrid, bro. Like, he's looking like he can go there. It looks like he might even win the league, bro.
He's
you know what I mean?
He's
a joke, bro. He'll win the league, bro. Zidane. Imagine he won the Champions League again.
Bro, he won 3 in a row.
Imagine if he won it again, bro. Imagine if he won another one.
Yeah, it's mad, yeah. Oh, it's tough. I don't know. Pochettino's a good shout. I do like Pochettino. A coach who I like, but I wouldn't want at my team. I like him, but I don't like his football, is Simeone. But I just don't like his football. I just personally don't like his football. But I think his players play for him. They run through the wall. But I don't like his football. But yeah, there's not that many candidates. Like, people talk about Allegri. I don't know.
The last thing I want is another pragmatic defensive manager.
Yeah, man.
I want a front foot attacking manager.
What was the perception of Van Gaal? Because Rooney said that's the best manager he's played for.
Tactically. Yeah, best coach. Yeah, but he was though. I could see that though. I could see that. But the thing is with Van Gaal, a lot of people here specifically, the lack of urgency in his football, was what rubbed people up the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? But when I look at it, I very much look at the Van Gaal situation where we never had the players to play the way he wanted us to play, because actually we kept the ball so well. We were dominating possession 65%, even at Anfield. How are you going to Anfield and having 65% of the ball and slapping them 3-1? Like, our record against the top teams weren't good. Were very good. They were the best record that we've had against top teams. But the problem came from when smaller teams sat back and allowed us to play in front of them, we couldn't open them up. We didn't have the individual brilliance in the final third to actually carve these guys open. Do you know what I mean? And that comes down to individuals, really, because if you've got 65% of the ball, one of your good players are supposed to unlock the door. That's what's meant to happen. But we never had that. Our midfielder was fucking Schneiderlin, Fellaini, Herrera, Bastian Schweinsteiger. There was no Paul Pogba. There was no Bruno Fernandes.
Where is Schneiderlin? I forgot about that guy.
Bruv, he just moved back. He went to Everton and now he's just moved back to France. He moved to Lille or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that guy. I remember him. There's a guy.
It was him and Wanyama at Southampton.
That guy. There was a guy, man. A guy I actually liked, but I don't know. I think he's in Spain. The winger, but David Moyes was boiling him off. Januzaj, is that his name?
Yeah, Adnan, yeah.
Was he? Man,
he had the talent, but he didn't kick on in it, Adnan, unfortunately. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, he's one of Pogba's good friends, but it's one of them. Oh, he's gone to Nice, Morgan Schneiderlin, but he's gone back to France. He flopped, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, and LVG was playing bare young players, bro. He gave 16 debuts, you know, like he done a lot for youth players and stuff. Yeah, so it's one of them ones where he wasn't really backed the way he should have been. Like, he wasn't. You know what I mean? But we know this.
That's the thing, that's two. Yeah, that's 2 big managers, man. Van Gaal's a big name in the game. So is Mourinho, and both couldn't do it. So I don't know who's next. Pochettino would be a good shout. I don't know. Did you? I know you've probably already spoken about this on some of your other shows. Did you like anything about the performance at Tottenham?
No.
Really?
Nothing about it. I only liked Paul Pogba, bro. That's what I liked about it, bro. I didn't like nothing about the performance, bro. I thought it was disjointed. I thought... One second. What's going on? Where's he gone? 1 second, guys. See where Steve is. Where's he gone? Oh, you man, stop spamming the comments because I will get to them, you know? So I'm seeing this Neymar's better than so and so and so. Stop spamming that, bro. Stop spamming that. There he is. Hold on. Yeah. I see you.
No. I don't even know what happened. No, you were saying you didn't even like Bruno.
Bruno, bruv, that was probably his worst performance. But
there was one turn and pass he did though.
Oh yeah. Brilliant.
Come on, yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. However, do you know what I'm saying? By his high standards, it wasn't a good game for him, innit? He gave the ball away a lot. And it's one of them ones. He showed his quality, bruv, because he showed that good players only need to do it right once. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just what it is, bro. And he took the penalty very well as well. So, like, that's what I like with a team. If you've got enough good players, they don't all have to be at the top of their game, bro. They just need to produce one bit of brilliance. And that was Pogba standing up that defender and absolutely rolling it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that was disgusting, bro, what he done to that.
Absolutely mad.
That's an England international, bro. That man just put on the side of a milk carton, bro. Calm. Like, and he done that as soon as he came on as well. Like,
nah, he's good, man. I mean, you could see, and he hasn't played him to come after several months and play like that. Obviously, the past, everyone's talked about it. There was one, I forget who it was on. Someone was trying to run past him. He did some slide tackle. He kept the ball and he put across him. Like, you can see he's really good. So you agree with Keane's analysis then? I think Keane was a bit harsh, man.
But I think, that Roy Keane said some very real things. However, Roy Keane always sensationalizes everything, innit?
Yeah, all this, I won't let them on the bus and I won't listen to that. To be fair,
the Hayes mistake was unforgivable though, bro.
He's been doing that for the last year though.
But that's 2 years. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember the game at the new camp. The hell,
I'm selling him, bro. I'm selling him all day.
I'm sure he's good, but I've never seen it. I've never really been that. He makes great saves, but he makes some dumb mistakes, man.
Yeah.
Like, so for such a top level goalkeeper. So yeah, I kind of agree with Roy Keane on that one. I just agree that if you want, is he a top keeper? I don't know. I see him make great saves, and I see him
not anymore. Like he's a great shot stopper, but I think his all-round game has deteriorated in such a way that we wouldn't miss him if we got rid of him now. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about him. So I don't know. When I look at that Tottenham performance, I'm not too happy with it. I think the team's disjointed. I'm someone who likes a team with a philosophy, bro. Even if it's a philosophy I don't like.
What is Ole's philosophy?
He doesn't have one. It's just run as hard as you can, innit, bruv? And he just lets players do their own thing, bro. Like, we don't have a pattern of play when we attack or even when we defend. At least when Tottenham were defended, you could see that every time Manchester United got the ball, they squeezed off. They weren't pressing us. They were making it more compact and they were squeezing in and they were saying, cool, you guys are going to play it through us. And a lot of the time we couldn't.
So then how do you explain then performances like earlier in the year at the Etihad when absolutely destroyed City? Could have been 5.
Because we're a counter-attacking team, and we're a negative defense first team. So when we've got pace and we're direct, against a team like City that play a high line, want to play their centre halves on the halfway line and move the ball around, we could pump it long into the channels to Daniel James. He's got mad pace. You know what I'm saying? We weren't cutting teams open by playing through them. We were just playing over them a lot of the time. And we've got pace to burn. You got Martial, Rashford, and James up there. You got 3 Brez that can blow if they need, innit? That's why against teams that monopolize the possession, we always do better. But teams that sit back and invite us onto them, we don't have the answer to break them down.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I pretty much. I agree with that assessment. Completely unrelated. I know we both saw it. What do you think of Dizzy on Piers Morgan? It's mad because I read the tweet and the headlines before I watched it. So
when I watched the whole thing, I think that he's spot on. I think that he's spot on. The reason why I think he's spot on is because why do we always need to talk about it?
Exactly.
Like, bro, I came here to speak about my music, bro. Let me speak about my music, fam.
Exactly.
You know, like that. It's like, why are you trying to bait me into having a conversation that I don't want to have?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not the spokesperson for everyone, bro. Like, I am me in it. Like, if you want to bring someone on to speak about that, bring someone that's more qualified in it. Don't bring me
and
he
said, go get a collar. He said, that's what he does.
Smart. That's how everyone needs to deal with it, bro.
Yeah. No, I loved it because you can tell this doesn't care. He was telling Pierce like, you can't force me to do nothing, and he's like, I've seen you on your interviews and you don't let no one talk. I'm not the one. Like, he was proper like, he wasn't having it. He just like was bringing, but it was the headlines. I think this is where the headlines go wrong because for me it was a friendly exchange. Like, it was still fun and banter. This was being clear, but it wasn't no mad awkward thing. But I'm reading headlines like Disney snaps at Pierce. And
Matt Pierce was saying, "Oh, he's been aggressive and that."
Nah, and Dizzy's like, nah. Now I'm the aggressive black man. I'm not having that. Dizzy was calling him out. So, no, I liked it. I like that. I think, what you should do is ask all your white guests to ask why.
Exactly. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm seeing I don't know much about this, but I'm seeing when I read the headline again of the White Lives Matter plane, and again, I still don't know why people in this country, in England, get surprised by this. Like, I don't know what about it is surprising. Like, I've been to Burnley. I've went to watch my boy DeAndre Yedlin play Newcastle vs Burnley. Like, I know Burnley. I've been there. So you leave London, you go other parts of England, you're not going to be surprised to see a White Lives Matter flag. So I don't know why people still get shocked about that. But again,
the reason why people get shocked is because we don't have honest conversations about it here. That's why. If we did, we would know what it is. Yeah, them ones there, bro. Have you seen much of Timo Werner, bro?
Baller.
How you reckon he's gonna do at Chelsea? Then you reckon he tears it up?
I always say I don't like when players go to Chelsea, just because
he just kills the Chelsea. Notorious for ruining ballers.
You don't know who's gonna be the manager next season. You don't know if Abramovich is gonna spend. You just don't know. It's too unstable. So even when I saw the American kid, Christian Pulisic, go there, and he's a good player, I wasn't sure. He's doing well, but
not as well as I thought he would do initially. Nah, he's taking a while to settle.
Yeah, they're just all better teams. To be fair, with Frank Lampard there now, it looks like it's going to be stable. And I actually like Lampard's football a lot. I like the way Lampard's trying to play, him and Jody Morris, what they're building there. You can see they're trying to build. And he's doing this with no signings. And they're competitive. So, I do think he'll be a success. He's a baller. I do think give Frank Lampard a transfer window. I think he's a really good coach. He's showing that. So, I do think he will. Just overall, I'm always cautious about Chelsea. I don't like their club's philosophy at all, especially in the last 5-6 years when he's flip-flopping managers all the time. But with Lampard, club legend, he's going to get backing. I think Timo's going to be good there, man. I think so, man. Yeah.
Everything I've seen of him, like, he's very quick, bro. That's one thing I noticed about him. He's got pace.
Yeah.
His finishing, he seems like a player that is going to miss chances, but he'll score goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He reminded me a lot of Rashford in the sense that, like, he's quick and he'll miss some slightly easy chances, but he'll score some chances. But he'll score some chances where you think, like, there's a player in there. Yeah.
That one.
There's a player in there. Do you know what I'm saying? So with Timo, now it's weird because strikers are hit and miss at Chelsea. Chelsea sign strikers, they do really well or they do really badly, bro. Like when Morata went there, I was sure that Morata was going to do well. And then he didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Torres went there and didn't do well. Shevchenko went there, didn't do well. Even Crespo didn't do as well as he should have.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Player. Yeah.
It's like...
go back even further back, like Matthias Kezman,
Adrian Mutu, Matthias Kezman. Them man, Kezman was shooting it up, and then came to Chelsea, and it just didn't work out, bro. Like I think that they're kind of synonymous with man going there and kind of just.
That's why, I'm not like if I was a footballer at that level, I wouldn't even think about Chelsea. I don't know. I just nothing about Chelsea is appealing to me. I don't like it. So, but. With Lampard again, he could be different in it because I think he's actually. I'm seeing a star. I always when I see a team play, if I can watch you 2 or 3 times and I can not see that you have a style, then something's wrong. And I'm not saying everyone has to play out the back and play the Pep way, but just play. If you're counter-attack, be a counter-attacking team. If you're going to be Burnley and you're playing long balls all day, play that way. But yeah, so I think Lampard at least has given them that. So yeah, I think he'll be good, man. I think he'll be good. I think he's in the Bundesliga, or I'm trying to think, because Sancho is the obvious target for obvious reasons, but Gnabry as well is right there with them.
Gnabry's a baller, but it's mad because again, a lot of these Premier League dons here, when he was at Arsenal, they didn't rate him.
Well, he went to West Brom and Tony Pulis put him on the bench at West Brom.
How do you go from being on the bench at West Brom, to like packing out Spurs in the Champions League? Do you see what I mean, brother? That's why football's a fuckery's game, because how are you on the bench at West Brom and now you're starting for Bayern Munich?
They're gonna say, "Oh, he wasn't developed at the time." My counter argument to that would be, if you can play for Bayern Munich within 2-3 years and be one of the best players, you were developed enough to play for West Brom. It's just the manager didn't know how to use you. That's not even a question. He clearly, he went to Tottenham, smashed them up. Chelsea smashed them up. No, he's a top player. I like him a lot. But yeah, again, English football is what it is. We know certain style of football is only now starting to get accepted. So still a long way.
Have you seen much of Hakim Ziyech?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen a lot.
He's fucking ridiculously good, bro.
Where's he rumored to go?
He's at Chelsea. Chelsea just signed him.
Chelsea have signed him. He's confirmed.
Yeah, bro. But bro, he just reminds me of Mahrez, bro. But like, but he's more hood, bro. He's more rough. You know them ones that's rough around the edges, like he'll top man up. But like, he's one of them ones, bro. He's disgusting, bro. Now I mean, left-footed, cuts in, and I love them elegant ballers, bro. That just cut in, bro, and just.
But then Chelsea got too many wingers, though. That's the thing.
But remember, Willian and Thing are old, bruv. Willian's old and Pedro. Do you know what I mean? So
okay, but then
Willian, Pedro, Pulisic, Ziyech,
Callum.
You know what I mean? And Callum as well. So I think one of the two will leave. I think Pedro's done. I think it's Pedro's last season. I think they're trying to give Willian a 1-year extension, but
probably be on the bench and then
Chelsea are doing well though, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy said Ziyech's a combo of Mahrez and De Bruyne. I wouldn't go that far, bruv.
Jeez.
You got if he was that, he'd be the best player in the world if he was that. You know what I mean?
Did you see Mahrez yesterday? Flames. No,
he's not that.
Yeah.
He's not that, but I tell you what, he's similar to Mahrez, but he's got the physicality. Do you know what I mean? As well, like he's not like because Mahrez is quite slender and you know what I mean. But Ziyech's like you get his shorts dirty, bruv. Like he's a very good player. A player that I would have definitely wanted at United, but now, man, have to go all out for Jadon Sancho. Bro.
You think that's the target, yeah?
The deal's already done in principle. It's just that we need to agree with a fee with Dortmund, and Dortmund are holding out for money because they know we've got it in it.
If it was realistic, and you had a choice between Sancho and Jadon Sancho and Mbappe, where would you lean? If it was realistic, because I'm trying to figure out where Sancho is in this conversation. Because
Mbappe is further ahead in his career, in his development than Jadon Sancho.
Is a joke, yeah.
Mbappe is a joke, bro. Kylian Mbappe is already world class. Jadon Sancho is knocking on the door. Do you know what I'm saying? Mbappe is already there. Do you see what I'm saying? So Sancho is, I think, a year or 2 years younger than Kylian. So. It's one of them ones where, bro, Mbappe's for me is different, bro.
Because I think he's gonna go to Madrid. That's what
he's top 5, like he's top 5 in the world, probably. Kylian Mbappe, bro. Like, he's a joke.
He'll go play for Zidane. That's the thing. If Zidane stays there, his path from PSG is going to be to Real Madrid. And then Neymar will be back to Barca at some point, I think. So,
but the thing is, to watch Sancho's my kind of player. I prefer him on the eye, because I like tricky players. I like touch players, innit? And he's got touch, but he's very much a speed player, innit?
Yeah.
But Jadon's dribbling. He's got a bit of the touch of the Neymars about him, innit? And that's what I like.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. He's in the mold of Neymar, where they're wingers, yes, they're dribbling, yes, but they can play football.
Yeah.
If he needs to come inside,
their man can pass as well. They can come inside and. You know what I mean? Do stuff, bro.
It's not Raheem Sterling where just stay wide and do one
and go down the outside and cut it back. Nah, these men can get in, bop it off, get it back. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Play
Do
through
little things.
balls, get people involved.
He's quite similar to Hazard in that sense.
Yeah.
That he can kind of come inside, low center of gravity, drop the shoulder, go past man. He can pass. He can shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that Jadon Sancho is good enough. He could even play in the number 10, bro. Like, he can play down the middle.
He can play inside. But he gets double-digit assists at Dortmund all the time.
Bad boy.
Last 2 seasons, he gets bare assists. He's the reason I heard about him because obviously I'm in America and we know a lot about Pulisic and he's spoken about. And Pulisic was the golden boy at Dortmund. And then one of the Dortmund coaches who has a mutual friend with me, when Sancho went there, he was like, Pulisic ain't going to be here much longer.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's a year younger and we've had him for 6 weeks and he's something else. Like, so then that pretty much put Pulisic on the outside because they were like, Jadon Sancho, he's the one. So he had 13 assists last season. Don't know what he has this season. Is pretty high again. Yeah, he scores. No, he's Sancho is, but Man U, yeah, I don't know.
We get him, yeah. Well, shall I say when we get him? Because we will get him.
I don't know, man. I'm a bit scared about that. When I saw what happened to Zaha, I don't know, man.
But the difference is Zaha wasn't at the right stage of his development, innit? Zaha got left, yeah, with fucking David Moyes, blood, after being brought up with Sir Alex Ferguson. The problem is with Oli, as much as he's a shit coach, I don't think that Sancho really needs coaching. I just think he needs a manager that's going to allow him to just play the way he wants to play and just go out there and express himself. And Oli will do that.
Where'd you see him? On the right?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Him on the right, Rashford on the left. Woo! And teams are going to get mashed up, blood. You trust me. Fullback's about to lose. Hamstrings getting torn, bro. I'm telling you, them two men will run you into the floor.
Yeah.
No,
I agree. Sancho
is what I call a special player. And the thing is, I don't use that very often, blood. Like, a lot of people, like, throw that shit around here. I haven't seen a player that special here for England, blood, since Wayne Rooney, blood. And Wayne Rooney was a special player, bro.
Special, man. Do you know what I'm saying? When I knew Rooney was a madman, it was Euro 2004 against France. And he was just bulldozing and he was pushing it down. And I'm like, this guy, I had not seen an English player in that mold for a long time. And to be fair, look, people say what they want about Rooney, bro. He is going to retire, or I think he's still playing, but when he does retire, as the leading scorer of all time for Man U and for England. Like, no matter what is said, from when he came in at 16, he did his thing. Like, Rooney did his thing. Like, was he the best player in the world? No. Was he
never,
a Cristiano? No. But England and Man U.
In the Premier League, he stands alone, innit?
He's brilliant.
On the world stage, he wasn't quite there. However, in terms of domestically, bro, he was special, innit? You know what I'm saying? But Jadon has the potential to be one of the best players in the game, period.
I agree. He's what, 20 years old, maybe 21, 20?
He's 19, I think. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, what I like about him is he had the chance to stay at City, learn from Pep, but he was like, no, I'm ready to play. And he just went. And then he's gone to Bundesliga. Dortmund's a very good team, good players, and he's on his day, he's their best player. He's the most important player. So, no, I like Sancho a lot, man.
The thing I love the most about Jadon Sancho, as much as I'm very much a skills and a finesse player, bruv, is his decision making, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I like about him? He gets in the box and he doesn't panic and flash the ball across the box. He puts his foot on it and he looks up.
Yeah.
You know them ones. And a lot of players, wingers, they beat their man and they just want to flash the ball across the box, bro. He actually puts his foot on the ball and looks up and he's like, and he picks man out. That's why he gets so many assists.
Yeah, very true.
He doesn't rush the game.
Yeah, he's a good finisher, calm finisher in the box. Yeah, no, he's fantastic. He is. Yeah, be interesting to see Premiership, a little bit of a step up, and it'll be interesting to see. But without question, if he goes where he's going within 3 or 4 years, we'll be talking about him in that top 10, maybe top 5. Because he's brilliant, man. He's absolutely brilliant, honestly. They played Seattle in the preseason. He came in, he just moved to people. I saw someone say something about Sane.
Yeah, what do you rate Leroy Sane as a winger, bro?
Bro, on his day, he was my favorite winger at City. Like, on his day, because he just hugged the touchline, 1-on-1, on smoke, go down the outside, so fast. He can finish, he can play. This is the weirdest thing about Man City. Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, and Sane are all better players than Sterling. All of them.
All of them.
None of them can outscore Sterling. Sterling has a knack for scoring, being in the right place,
and
using his strength. So he has to play. But as a player, no. The perfect City team is Sane on the left, Mahrez on the right. That is when you have. But I like him. I don't think him and Pep ever got on. I think like Pep, for whatever reason, Pep hasn't wanted to play him that much, and I think he's obviously said he's not going to sign a new contract. If I'm any team in the world, I would try to sign it. Son is young.
You know
as
what
well.
it is with Sane? Sane just looks like a rude boy. You know the one.
Yeah, he don't
like,
care. Yeah,
he just looks like a rude boy. Like, and I like that. I like that about him. He just looks like, bruv, not even Pep could tell him anything. You know the one.
Don't care.
Sane's like, bruv, allow it, bruv. I'm Leroy Sane. I'll go buy it, innit? Like, that's just what he's like. And it's just one of them ones where I feel like he knows how he likes to play the game. And it doesn't gel with the way Pep wants him to play. And he's not willing to change, innit?
Exactly.
And I respect that. Do you know what I mean? Because certain players are just like, you know what, like, this don't suit me. So I'll go somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Because the way he plays football is good enough, bro. But Raheem Sterling is a system player, whereas Sane is not a system player.
Sane can play anywhere.
He can play anywhere. Any team, bro. Like,
he's brilliant. Yeah.
Bro, he could play for any team. Bro, he could play for Barcelona. Like, he's that good.
Yeah, put him last on Barcelona.
That's what I mean. Leroy Sane could literally play for any club, in the game right now, bro. He's that good. So
that's a good shout.
You know what I mean? So because of that, I think it's right, bro. He just doesn't gel with Pep. Sometimes it's all right. Some players do not just don't gel with managers.
And that's all right. It happens all the time. You just see like this guy and that guy don't get on, and that's all right. I'm seeing this Prime Torres. I've got a follow-up question to this. I'm going to put you on the spot like hard because I've never heard anyone actually address the question I asked you. But the guy asking Prime Suarez or Prime Torres, Suarez, for me, it's not even close. It's like, I love Torres. I thought he had a couple of fantastic years at Liverpool. But I think even everyone that was there, from Carragher to Gerrard, I think they've all said Suarez was just something else, bro. He was shooting from the halfway line and lobbing goalkeepers.
But you know what it is? Liverpool fans, choose Torres a lot of the time. He got voted 55%. You know why? Because I think
Suarez.
Yeah, you know the reason why? I think because Liverpool was shit for so long, and Torres was like the resurgence of Liverpool. So there's a lot of emotional
nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia. And he played with Gerrard, you know them ones, and it was all that. But bro, man had some baggy touch, bro. I don't like strikers with that loose touch, bro. You know where it looks like the ball's getting away from them, but because they're quick, they get it. Like, do you know what I mean? Really done that sometimes as well, blood. And that's why it was kind of like, I like players, that can keep the ball close to their feet, innit? Like, I don't like even Mo Salah as well. He's another one. His touch is bare baggy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it almost looks like he's not in control of the ball when he's running with it. You know them?
Where's Salah in that conversation with those two?
For me, he's not, blood. Like, but he is because of the numbers. Only because of the numbers.
Yeah, his numbers are good.
His numbers are a joke, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His numbers are a joke. But do I think that Mo Salah could have played up front in a 2 in the system that Torres did and had been as effective? Probably not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do what Suarez was doing, because Suarez was winning them games on his own, man. He was turning defeats into wins. I mean, he was something else, man. I think he's the best player I've ever seen at Liverpool in terms of the Premiership era.
I think Mo Salah relies on, and this ain't a criticism of him, but he relies on heavily Liverpool monopolising a lot of the ball and creating a lot of chances, because he's not clinical.
No,
he misses a lot of chances.
He misses a lot of easy ones,
but he's not clinical, but he's powerful. He's very explosive, bro. Like, he's a great athlete. Like, he's got turbo. He's strong, and he just keeps on plugging away, bro. So, by process of elimination, like, he scores goals, but he's nowhere near Luis Suarez as a footballer. Nowhere near.
No, he's not. Like I said, I think in that front three, he's good. He's the worst of the three in the front three, and he's probably not a top 5 player on his team, which is like. Which is tough to say, but in those two. Okay, here's what I wanted to ask you and put you on the spot. One of the best strike partnerships any one of us has ever seen, and this is from objective as a football fan, is obviously Dwight Yorke and Andy Cole. That was, I mean, they went to the new camp and they were doing dummies and 1-2s, running rings.
Madness. They were telepathic.
They were, but who was better, Yorke or Cole?
It depends. Like, the link play and that, Yorke was better. Yorke was more the selfless one, whereas Cole was just a skeng man. That's why they work so well together. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in terms of just goal scorer, Andy Cole, bro. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of
Dwight Yorke.
But in terms of link man and everything, no. Whose style did I prefer? Dwight Yorke's, because that's more similar to how I played. Off the front, man. I wasn't the main number 9. I was always the guy open. You know what I mean? So I preferred Yorke's style, the way he received the ball on the half turn, done all these things. Whereas Coley was just looking to get through on goal to just blast, take this net off. You know that one. So I think they complemented each other very well.
No, he did. It's a great partnership. I mean?
Yeah, but that partnership, that's the best partnership in the history of the Premier League. Just pure partnership.
Yeah.
Like Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp are up there as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? But the problem is Bergkamp never scored enough goals to really call it a partnership.
And Henry could have done it with anyone.
yeah.
That's the thing. Bergkamp was obviously great, but sometimes Carney would be in there or Wiltord and Henry was still scoring.
And he still scored,
I think York and Cole was really
depended on each other. They relied on each other.
Only to each other. I seen them carry the ball from the halfway line doing 1-2s at the new camp. Dummies.
Yeah, bro. Right? Yeah, bro. Like literally, if it was Sheringham and Cole, it didn't look the same. If it was Solskjaer and York, it didn't look the same. It was only the Cole and York thing. You're right. Thierry Henry, could have definitely done it with any of the strikers, bro, because he's just Thierry Henry.
He was playing with Davos Suke at Arsenal was scoring goals. It didn't matter. Henry was Bergkamp obviously is a top. He was his best partner, and he said it himself. But he was scoring goals with Carnu, with Wiltord. He played when sometimes you put Lumberg underneath for period. It didn't matter who was next to him. In that time, Henry was gonna score goals regardless. I think York and Coy was take one out, the other loses his powers. You put them together, and they were just multiplied, and they were different level. So it is. I don't know that we've even seen that many great partnerships in the Premiership. That was definitely the best one. Like in terms of partnership, we've seen great strikers, but partnerships that one like that.
Because you know what it was because of the era and the way football's changed. We're not really seeing twos anymore. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think that was the last of that was the last of your two up front, bruv. This is a very good question. It's someone I rated very highly, Diego Costa, bruv.
He's the guy you love to have as a teammate and hate to play against. He's a typical one. He's a typical. If he's on your team, you loving it because he's gonna get it. And again, this guy scored a bag of goals. Like he's a really, really good player. He was a good player at Atletico, and then was a great player at Chelsea as well.
On his own, bruv. Like he can lead a line on his own, bruv. For me,
by himself,
I preferred him to Drogba, blood, because I felt like he had a bit more. He was a bit more cheeky with it. Like he could chop a man and leave them on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Like he had a bit more guile to him, whereas Drogba was more brute force. He was a mixture of brute force, but then he could drop a step over and go past man as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good finisher, strong, held the ball. No, I like him a lot, man. I like Diego Costa. He fell out with a coach. Is that why he left? He fell out with someone. Oh,
spectacularly, bro.
Was it Mourinho? Or no?
Yeah, spectacularly. He did. He threw a bib at him or something.
Yeah, that's why.
Him and David Luiz both fell out with the manager. I remember. Yeah, it was Conte. It was Conte he fell out with. Conte. He threw something at Conte, bro.
Because there's no reason that he should have ever left Chelsea. He was fantastic.
He was different. He was different gravy, blood. Like I remember some of the goals he scored, and he was different. He was different gravy, bro. Different gravy, man. Like I liked him, bro. He was like, if you're gonna play a one up front,
that's the perfect.
You wanted. He's the perfect archetypal. Centre forward. He'll hold the ball, can play back to goal. He can turn with it. He can run the line. You'll score your scruffy goals. And you'll score your nice finishes as well. Like, Diego was at it all, bro.
I liked him, man. I did like him. Yeah, I haven't seen much of him at Atletico now, but at Chelsea was. I rate him very highly. He was big for his era. He was right there at the top. I think Chelsea. Probably him and Drogba are the only two strikers that have really done what they meant to do at Chelsea. Like everyone else we mentioned.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they've got a sketchy past when it comes to centre forwards.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's very weird.
Like more often, and a lot of the time that has to do with management as well, because a lot of the time managers don't stay at the club long enough to impose their style of playing on the team. Do you know what I mean? When a manager wants to play a certain way, and then they leave, and then another manager comes in that's stylistically very different. Sometimes they just don't fancy them. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard for a player if a manager's bought you, then he's been sacked 8 months later.
Exactly. Because people don't understand what that is. Because you have to understand, every manager comes in. It's not only the manager. They'll change usually their backroom staff. They'll bring their own coaching staff. The way you train is going to be different. Some managers do 2 hours. Some do 90 minutes. That's also a big difference. Some managers, it's all with the ball. The warm up to the end is with the ball. Other managers, it isn't. The balls don't come out until 20 minutes. It's like you have to get used to all these little routines as a player. Some managers do a lot of tactical team shape. Others, it's just 5-a-side. Let's just stay sharp. So Yeah, some players thrive, and it just depends. So I agree. That's why I think Zaha was screwed, because he was Ferguson's last signing. Ferguson knew what he was doing. He knew how he would have groomed him. So I'm wondering. I always wondered that if Ferguson knew he was not going to be there anyway or not.
He did though, because you know what it was. I think when he signed Zaha, I don't think he knew, but apparently, I think was it his wife was ill or something like that.
Yeah. He just was like, enemy step back.
I mean, so I think in his head though, Ferguson knew that if he won the title, he was going to retire. I think he always knew that. I think that the only way he was going to stay is if we didn't win the title. But as soon as we won the title, I think the writing was on the wall for him.
Yeah,
and
he tried to
retire
10 years before. He tried it already, and then changed his mind last minute. Came back. How was it? Shearer. Love Shearer. My favorite England memories was like Euro '96, Shearer and Sheringham, Darren Anderton, Gaza, Paul Ince. That England team, brilliant. World Cup '98, Shearer. Listen, hold the ball up. He's the best penalty taker I've seen. Top corner, no
blasting it as well. No, man. Laces, rocket, taking the net off.
He's the guy that made Andy Gray say, "You just don't save those." That's the one. Shearer's penalties, top corner, no long thing. So I rate him, but he is a guy that needs a strike partner. He has to play in a 4-4-2. Shearer can't play in this modern era of being the only striker. He's not going to run. He plays with his back to goal, and he was strong, man. Shearer was a strong guy.
He's an absolute machine.
The thing about people like him, though, and the same with Raul, and when you get these certain people that have been at a club for so long and they're the top dog, like Obafemi Martins told me when he went to Newcastle, like Shearer made his life a misery because he saw the competition and he did not like it. So he's not the kind of guy that's going to embrace the new guy coming in. He'll make it a misery. And the same thing Raul did to Robinho at Madrid, where they see a young guy come in, oh, is this guy maybe be better? They don't treat you good. So I don't like that side of it at all. And I think Owen even wrote a book about how him and Shearer don't even talk.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. Not at all. Not at all. Do you know what I mean?
So, it was such a great partnership. So, but
and the thing is, and Michael Owen when he broke through, bruv, that's the best thing I've seen,
bro.
You know what I mean? That's the best thing I see. That's why I keep telling a lot of these guys that follow me are young bucks in it. They're born in the 2000s, bro. Go and watch what Michael Owen was doing when he broke on the scene. Man was moving like Mbappe, bro.
It was mad, but he just did his hamstring at Leeds or where I think it was. He never was the same. Just his hammies went, bro. At Old Trafford when he blew past Gary Pallister and then the little dink over the keeper. I remember even FA Cup against Arsenal when he scored those 2 goals.
He's done the front flips, bro.
Yeah, the goal against Argentina. No, Michael Owen was the best English striker that I'd seen. It was different. He was dribbling. He was quick. He was. Then the injuries got to him. Nothing. Like
these men associate Michael Owen with just scoring goals in the box. Michael Owen was running past people. Prime Michael Owen was dribbling, bro. Scoring goals with both feet.
And
like 5'7" and scoring headers.
He was doing the Mbappe. He was taking one, dribbling.
Taking him out.
That's one club, to be fair, that's got a great track record with strikers. From Collymore, Fowler, Owen, Rush, Suarez, Torres, Salah. They actually have got a great track record with strikers in their history.
They make some top level strikers, man.
Yeah. Did you rate Shearer though? Yeah.
I did, but not as in the modern era. I don't think he's good enough. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's got enough to his game yet in the modern era to play. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't mobile enough. His link play and that. That he's just not. He wasn't that kind of player, bro. He was more like.
No way.
He was just a marksman, and he was very, very physical in it. The era that he's in, one of the best of his era. No one can dispute that. But I just think that the way he plays football now doesn't translate well to modern day football, innit?
I agree. Yeah. There's a lot of players like that. Yeah, there's a lot of players like that. Well, Shearer was good, man, because I saw him and Sheringham were a good partnership. Him and Owen were a great partnership. No, him and but the thing, to be fair, everything Shearer was doing for England, Emil Heskey was doing as well without the goals. In terms of the hold up.
Well, there you go. Heskey was better at holding the ball.
Rooney said Heskey was his best strike partner for England. Wayne Rooney said that. He goes, because
Heskey Michael Owen
glory. Yeah, they just held the ball up, will get you into the game. And Heskey was an unsung hero, man. Emil Heskey, because Heskey could do the other stuff at Leicester when he was young. He broke through.
He was banging shots, yeah.
Then I think he just realized, like, if I want a long career, let me just do the simple things well. And he just
Emil Heskey was underrated, bro. Like, I'm gonna speak to him as well. I'm definitely gonna get an interview with him, bro. Because
that'll be good. Yeah.
He is one of them players, bro. He's got over 100 Premier League goals. Man, forget that. Like, man, talk about him like he's dirty dishwater, yeah. But Emil Heskey's been out here. You know what I mean? So he's someone that you'd want to play with as a top striker. So bro, man have to put respect on his name, bro. The selfless second striker don't get enough of the glory. Do you know what I mean? It's not always about goals.
The guys you can always tell how the teammates talk about a player, and Heskey's always spoken of so highly by anyone that played next to him. So I rate that. Who's your dream interview? Who's the guy that you want to like? I got to interview that guy and get inside his mind.
Not a bait one. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Thierry would be one, but you know what it is, yeah. Like, not a bait one. You know what? I'd like to talk to Memphis, blood. Because he was at Manchester United.
What went wrong? He's such a good player. What happened?
He is. But I just feel like he didn't gel with the manager. And also, I just think that Memphis was at a time in his development where I think that the move to United came too early. Do you know what I mean? He came to United when they were in a transitional period. If he'd come to United that was ready built, and he came in as a squad player to kind of grow into the team, like the way Nani was brought in, like that way, the way Ronaldo was brought in as a development player with already a strong squad around him. I believe that Memphis was brought in, given the 7 and expected to change the team's fortunes, and that was his first time playing outside of Holland, and he had to find his feet. Like, it was a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? And I just think that when the team itself isn't playing well, to put that pressure on a young player like that, bruv, like, it's hard. Do you know what I'm saying? But now, you look at his numbers in European football, like, he's bagging Champions League. He's bagging internationally as well. And he's moved more centrally. And he's looking quality because actually his physique, I always said he wasn't built like a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's very heavy set. He's got like an Aguero kind of build, like, you know what I mean? And you don't play them man out wide, blood. Play them centrally.
Good player. But I like it. I always wondered what happened there. That'll be a good interview.
Because I just like his personality. I like how he's unapologetically himself, bro. You know them ones, like he's very, very, he's a man of faith. Like he's got a lot of confidence in himself, and he's just very like he's focused in it. Like, he knows who he is and he knows what he wants in it. Like, and it would be sick to get into his mind, bruv, and see like what he thinks went wrong, blood, because the ability's there.
Is there without question? He's there without question. Yeah, no, that's a good shout. You know what I mean?
So people like that, bro. Like for me, it's not about speaking to just the big names, bro. Because a lot of the time, the big names, a lot of these men ain't really got nothing really much to say in it, bro. It's just like when you
media
look at
train, they recycle the same answers.
It's not about that. Like, I want to speak to people that have done well in the game. But not even always people that have played with the best players, but have a bit about them and enjoyed their life. Do you know what I mean? Because they've got more of a story to tell. You know what I mean? Rather than the guys that were married to the game.
I feel like you and Joey Barton will be a good conversation.
Yeah, but I'd love to get in his head, bro, because he's done some wild shit. You know,
I feel like you and Joey Barton would be. He's an interesting guy. That guy. I think that would be a good conversation.
He's confusing because like sometimes he wants to be like a proper wrong, and then sometimes he tries to be all philosophical and
exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just like you just think, bruv, like what is actually going through this geezer's head, like?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So like, I want to speak to players like that, bruv. Like, it's nice to speak to players that got to the top level. But sometimes it's good to speak to their teammates, like, because
agreed. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Them guys can actually tell you how good these guys are without the media training, without the nonsense. And you can get the good stories in it, as opposed to a lot of players being like overly humble and then it's just boring, bruv. Do you know what I mean? If you're speaking to Lionel Messi, bruv, and you're like, bruv, you just got to talk about him, bruv. Like, like, it is what it is, and then what? Like, but there's only so much he's gonna say. Messi, who was the best player you played with? You'll say Iniesta, or you'll say Ronaldinho.
And you just
but you just know what it's gonna be. You're not getting nothing out of him. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather speak to someone like flipping Abidal or someone like that, or Danny Alves.
You know what would be a great convo for you if he could speak English? Because I feel like this guy, he's too big now to say anything. One day he's gonna have a lot to say, and it's gonna come out unexpectedly, and that's Neymar. He's gonna have a lot to say because he's from the streets of Brazil. You can see it, and he's got so much abuse I feel like he just holds a lot of stuff in.
Bruv, when he retires, he's gonna tell us.
He's gonna have a lot to say.
He's gonna have a lot to say. Even people like Kevin Prince Boateng as well. He's another one. He's played with some top players, and he's got an attitude, that like a lot of people don't like, but I like it. You know what I mean? I respect it, bro. Like, and he's a very good player. Like, he actually gets underrated. Like, he's technically very good.
Kevin Prince, You know
what I'm saying? So players like that, I kind of like them players that have a bit of arrogance about them. Do you know what I mean? And they're not afraid to just be themselves. I like players that are unapologetically just themselves, man. Because in football, as you know, a lot of these players are media trained. They don't want to open up.
It's not good. Do
you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, I'm gonna get Paul Merson as well. Like, I spoke to his people today.
Yeah.
I spoke to Mercy's people today, bro. So that's an exclusive for any of you that are watching this now, Like, so hopefully I can get Merce. And if I get Merce, he was a technical baller. And you know what it is with Merce, Merce will just give it to me straight, bro. I know that.
He's got a story, He's got a story.
You know what I mean?
It's weird because it's not even. I've never really been able to understand this. For all the advancements in training, in coaching, in technology, England, in a lot of ways, produced more technical players before. So Glenn Hoddle, Chris Waddle, David Platt.
He's another player I'd love to speak to, Glenn Hoddle, bro.
Exactly. Paul Merson.
Steve McManaman's another one that
McManaman.
To talk to.
Like, these were back in the day players. Sheringham was a technical guy, but Waddle, Hoddle, Platt, Gaza, Merson, McManaman. I mean, these were really, really good footballers. McManaman went to Madrid and was a baller at Madrid. So it's like, I don't know where with all the money and technology, it hasn't really. It's interesting. But you and Mercer would be a good conversation, especially him and Mourinho are beefing right now. So that'll be a good one as well.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. That's it. Mercer's a joke. Because Mercer just says what he feels. And you know what it is with Mercer, because of his persona, a lot of people don't take him seriously, but he does have a lot of valid points.
He's a top player too. He was a top player. He did it. So
look, to finish off your last question, this is a sick one, bro, and this to you as well, bro. Like, who inspires you, bro, from a sporting standpoint? I think we're both probably gonna say LeBron James, but you know them ones there. It's like if it's not LeBron, then it's Lewis, bro. Like them two.
It's who?
Lewis Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? These two, you know what I mean? And it's not just their greatness as athletes, it's their humanitarian side of everything, bro. Just as human beings, bro. Like, to be these guys are so great at what they are, they could be so far detached from real life issues.
Exactly.
If they really chose to, bro. LeBron could buy an island and say, I'm gonna self-isolate there.
Bro, stay behind his gate and never talk and make all his money and be cool. Like a lot of rich black people do it. No. LeBron's in the trenches. No. So LeBron is one of my close friends.
You got close mutuals with LeBron, so you can speak on him more.
Yeah, when I played at the University of Akron, which is where I went to university in America to play college soccer, on the basketball team at the same time were two guys that were childhood friends of LeBron. They played 5 years in high school with him, Drew Joyce and Romeo Travis. Romeo Travis, he's had a 13-year career, pro basketball, did his thing, played in Israel, played in Spain, played in France, played all over. But he's known LeBron since they were 8, to the point where when we were on campus, they'd be playing.
He's the guy that's at all the games, isn't it?
All the games. They'd be playing in the dorms, and LeBron would come to their dorms. You'd see the Maybach parked on the grass outside the dorm with security, and LeBron's upstairs. So they were friends like that. LeBron was the best man in his wedding. He's one of my really good friends, Ron Travis. So I've been able to pick his brain over the years about LeBron in a different light, in a sense of like, bro, like, come on, bro, what's he really like? Like, is that like, bro? He says, bro, this is a guy who Rome doesn't understand why LeBron is so loyal. Like, he understands loyalty, but it's gone to a different degree, to where when Rome first went pro, he went to Mexico, and then the team dropped him, didn't get signed, came back, had nowhere to go. He finished school, was sitting, and LeBron found out. Bro, LeBron phoned him. LeBron's like, what are you doing? He's like, bro, I'm just kind of in between clubs. Every away game that the Cavs were playing, LeBron flew Rome there just so he can be with him. Like that. We'll put him in the same team hotel as the team, just to have his brethren with him. And I'm always like, you don't have to do them kind of things. But that's the kind of person he is. So when I hear that, for how good he is, to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated at age 16 is a lot of pressure. To surpass those expectations and smash them, to win a ring for your hometown, Cleveland, pretty much where he's from, close to Akron. and to be so socially conscious.
Yeah.
With his high school sweetheart, raising his son. I can't find, there's not one story of LeBron falling out of his Lamborghini at 4 a.m. drunk.
None.
There's not one story of that. Like, to not make one misstep in the public eye in 18 years.
He's got no scandals, bruv. None.
Not one. So I have to put LeBron there. Also, my second one would be, and this is not for personality, this is for the way he did it his way, is Ronaldinho. So we talk about him all the time, but I'll say it like this. I grew up in a culture where don't be flash, keep it simple. And this guy turned the entire rule book on its head. He didn't care. I was taught by great coaches that when you shoot, the proper technique is point your toes down, don't toe punt. This brother went to Stamford Bridge against Peter Cech, and he toe punted the ball into the corner. Like, he turned everything upside down and did it with a smile. In a 3-year span, he clocked football.
Yeah, he clocked
Ballon d'Or, FIFA World Player of the Year, Champions League,
World Cup.
La Liga, World Cup, Confederation Cup. He won everything in 3 years and then stopped. And people don't understand, he's won the Champions League in Europe, in Central America, and in South America. He's won Champions League every continent he's gone to. He's won the World Cup. He's clocked football. So I think he did it his way, partying, enjoying himself. He didn't care. It's him and his brother. So
if you ask Ronaldinho, he's had the best career ever, bro. Because he managed to win everything and still live his life while he was young, bro. You know, a lot of these footballers are locking themselves in the yards.
Ronaldo, with Kaká, with Adriano, with Messi, with Henry, he played with everyone, and everyone loves him. So no, he did it his way. And for me, watching someone who has the audacity to go to the Champions League and say, I'm going to pass the football today with my back. That's what I'm going to do. Like, I respect that. So he's up there, but LeBron is the number one, just in the sense of you don't have to be the way you are. We would understand if you were so rich you were detached, but he's not. And he's taking care of his boys and stuff. So yeah, man. But yeah, I would say LeBron.
And that's what I mean. And the Dino thing is mad, and that's what people need to understand about football. A successful career is very, very subjective. To the person.
Exactly.
Ronaldinho will say, "Listen, I wouldn't change anything about my career. I won everything. I played with the best players in the game, and I still got to go out and party and enjoy my life, bro." Like, do you know what I mean? The whole staying in and winning 5 Ballon d'Ors back to back and all that dedication, it wasn't that for me. I already had the money. I was the face of Nike for like a decade. Who cares, bro?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then Neymar came, took the torch, and he said, "All right, see you later, mate. I'm done with this football thing." And nothing wrong with that, bro. And I don't begrudge him a second for the life that he lived, bro. But when he was at the top of his game, I've never seen anything like the guy.
No, exactly. He entertained us. He came from the streets of Brazil. Of course, he's gonna suddenly come into money, and why shouldn't he enjoy his life? I don't know, but he was still performing, and he was effective, and his team was winning. And if Barcelona are very honest, they were trophyless from 1999 to 2003. Then Ronaldinho came. He turned, before Pep, before all of that, he turned that club around. He bought the Champions League, the La Ligas, 2 of them, Copa del Rey. He was the one he bought Eto'o, Deco. They wanted to play with him. And then Pep had something to build on. But it was Ronaldinho. He changed Barca. So, no, he did it his way. I know now he's on house arrest and all that. So, free Dino on that. But
free the brother Dino, blood.
I hope he's going to be all right. We need him, man. He's a guy I would love to just go and play Power League with, just to see what
100%.
He'll be playing to be 60 doing the maddest tricks.
But he'll always be the greatest for me, bro. He'll always be the greatest for me, man. All right, big up, bro, man. Man, enjoyed that. You lot smash the like button while you're there, bro. Come on, smash that like button, bro. It was a pleasure, bro. We love talking about football. So, you lot put your questions, put some more questions in the comment section of this video so I can go and check them at a later date, so we know what you want us to talk about on the next one. Obviously, we'll see what's happening at the time, more recent stuff that we'll speak about, but also we'll go back to your questions. I'm seeing player comparisons. We're seeing Aguero, Tevez in here, stuff about Balotelli, all these other things.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So we can chat about these in the next one. So make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure you go follow Steve on Twitter and Instagram as well. The ads at the bottom. You get me? And bruv, like, plenty more stories to come, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So big up everyone that's watched this game, watched this even. And there's a game on right now. I think Tottenham are playing. So I'm gonna catch up with the Tottenham game.
I'm gonna look out for the tweets.
That's it. And I'll catch you, man, tomorrow. After the United game, I'll be back here live. Hopefully, it's after 3 points, blood. Them man better not even piss me off tomorrow. So, man, I big up everyone that's tuned in, and we're gonna catch you, man, same time next week.